Nope. Got my charging cord right in the way. Having to charge my phone. Wait till some people get in here so y'all can let me know if the fan is too noisy. What's up, Clint? So y'all let me know. I've got a fan going, which actually it's not blowing on me here, so I might just go ahead and turn it off anyways. I'm gonna turn it off. It's not gonna be hitting me where I'm at. Watching someone else work while I'm doing nothing. You're in. Well, I went and bought this at Harbor Freight. Clint actually sent me a message saying that he ordered one, and I saw it was on sale. I tried getting it online, but it's an in-store only thing. And the only one they had in the red, the box was like this. But he told me, like, if there was, he looked around there and said it didn't look like anything was messed up. But he said I could bring it back and swap it. So I wanted to record opening it anyways. That way, if there's some damage or something to it, like they can't say, well, you did that after the fact. You know, I'm going to open it here and I'll be like, well, here's the video of me opening the box and finding whatever that is. So what's up, Julio? It's going to be harder for me to check the chat, you know, so I'll just come back to it every so often while I'm working type thing. Robert Zellman has one of those in the blue, and I love it. I was back and forth between gray and red, but I bought the U.S. General, like little toolbox. Y'all can't see it. My electrical box is in the way. In the red and the black. And so I just went ahead and got a red and black, because what I'm going to do is this one here is going to go down in that new section where I might work on my lawnmower and all that kind of stuff. And it'll give me a little bit of a workbench down there. But I've actually been wanting one of these carts with the fold up lid. I'll probably leave my lid open all the time in here, but I'm going to use it in here. And then I can roll it out in my driveway and all that kind of stuff if I want to. So this one's a little bit harder to roll because of the way the wheels are. So I thought for 197 bucks, I mean, it's a pretty good deal in my opinion. So we're going to find out first if I've got any damage. And then we'll see how that goes. Like I said, he looked around. I didn't think there'd be any either by the looks of it. So I think we're going to be good, but you never know. I did read in the, I was reading reviews before I went down there to buy it. And one guy was saying it was a big pain to put it together. So you never know how to take those reviews. So I don't know what I'm getting into here. The keys. Sadalgo got the SK Mini Toolbox as a nightstand topper. I don't know if Miss Maintenance would roll with that or not. I think I'm going to open this up. Oh, actually, I'm just going to do that. It works. Yeah, so like I don't see anything over here that's messed up. That was kind of the messed up part of the box. So like I said, I was going to record opening it and doing all this anyways. Whether I wasn't necessarily planning to make a video or anything out of it, just to cover my bases so if something was damaged. So, but I thought I'm just going to do a live. That way, if I run into something, one of you guys that already owns one are going to know. I bet the pain putting it together is probably more so the heaviness of the part of it and getting it lifted up on there or something. And a lot of stuff wrapped up in it. Let's see how that opens. Check the corners, edges, and bottom. Not bad. I have done it with one person. And a bonus live hoot hoot. Whatever you do, don't tighten it till the end. I usually never pay attention to that instruction on all furniture and stuff I'm putting together. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but that's already, it's not looking too good. I'm assuming it's mostly just putting all the legs and all that jazz on it. So let's see. I'm going to see. Let me get out my other DeWalt work table and set that up on it. So is it, Clint, is it a build the bottom and then set the top on the bottom thing, where like I should put this up tall somewhere, like on a work table, build the bottom, then set this over on it? Max got the accepted one, accepted series 2. Most of the sockets were 13. Let's see if I can manhandle this. Man, it's pretty stout. So I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm going to do that for now. I'm assuming I'm going to be taking that and putting it on something. Read the entire important safety information before beginning. Set it up on a table, slide down. Yeah, so that's that bottom tray. I'm going to move all this out of my way real fast. Kick it outside. Maybe set this in here to set stuff on. I guess the casters and stuff's in a drawer, maybe. All right, what's the trick? Oh, so the top has to be open to open the drawers. We're gonna do this. Is that like a cart or like a tabletop one? So it's a cart where the top folds open. I'd always kind of been wanting one of those because like I've got all my, let's see, y'all can probably see. So I got all my sockets and stuff in this drawer, which I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna need that down there too. But I'm gonna put this same kind of setup because I got multiple sets of this stuff in the top of this. And then I'm gonna use all these other ones just for screwdrivers and all that up in here. And I'm gonna put all my like vehicle working tools, lawnmower tools, all that stuff. It's going to stay in this one and move down to that new section of the building. There's some more pieces. Cut towards the body. Probably didn't read all those safety instructions all the way through. And then I did see they sold a paper towel holder, magnetic one down there, but I've already got one Y'all can see it back here. That's a red Craftsman one that I keep on that right there, so I didn't have to buy that. And then I've also got a red glove box that I can move over and put on this probably. Let's see this here. I'm gonna get out all these pieces. Treating it like I'm putting together some furniture. I always like to get all my stuff out, so whenever I'm looking at it. I've also got my phone charging, so hopefully, as I was only on like 20 or 30%, it won't let me look at that, but I need to check every so often to make sure. I didn't know that they were going to come in a box. Like every time I've seen them in the store, I guess I've just been looking at the displays. I went down there fully expecting just to have to roll it out of the store and pick it up and put it in my truck. You can put the metal parts on a new Icon mag mat to stay Harbor Freight loyal. A lot of debate going on today over the Harbor Freight Icon mag mat over Doc over at Last Best Tools videos. I guess I'll go ahead and open up those. That's what I need anyways. Now what I do with that knife? Right there. Pretty good sized casters. I actually got some red casters over there. I wonder if the platform or the bracket's the same. I think Robert said, I think they have a flip up tray. Yeah, I saw that. I think it's like 25 bucks you put on the side and it like flips up. I might end up getting that. I'll see over time. I wasn't really even planning. I was planning on just bringing this home and leave it sitting in the box until I get done, so it's not kind of in my way, but I wanted to go ahead and get this opened up since it had that box was messed up, instead of letting it sit here for a month or so and then finding out something was messed up on it. I wish my other table wasn't taken up. I'd set this on it and work on that. Let's see, what else do I got? Nothing really. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. We're gonna do this. Stay. I've got all my stuff that I'm using on my garage on my other DeWalt work table. Where is your Hyper Tough card? I got it back here, but it's not really good for sticking stuff on flat because it's got that little lip. But I got some plywood over here. See if I'm in the... That's bent in a little bit, but I think that'll straighten out once I put everything on there. Let me move this over some out of y'all's way. Make sure. Yeah, here's some more stuff too. Let's see. See if I got any other parts in here. Nope. All right. Attach two fixed casters, one side. Let's see, that'll be these dudes, I guess. 8 sets of bolts, 22A. Tools with Tim said he's got one too. First gen. 197 is a pretty good deal for it, I think. They had another little cart in there for $79. Both of these are just today only. They're deals today and in store. That's kind of like the Hyper Tough type, except for it's got one drawer on it and it's all metal and all that stuff. But I was like, for $79, which I liked it, but it's like for another $100 to get the whole toolbox thing. Of course, it just depends on what you're gonna do with it. 22C. And 22Bs. Take me a little while to get going. There should be bolts for the longer handle. Service cart for all the post 2000 vehicles, only metric and Torx. I guess all these washers are going to always be the same. I'm going to leave these 1 bolts in here until I get to something that needs them, so I don't wish, not that they're easy to tell the difference. One's shorter and one's a lot longer. I'm hoping that I'm going to leave this in here with that lid up probably all the time, because what always happens with me with this one in here, which is the same thing that happens to me with this over here, is I bring stuff in here out of my truck and then I set stuff all over this thing. Matt always talks about flat surfaces are the killer. So I'm hoping if I use this one with the lid up, then I won't do that. But again, once I get my whole garage done and start moving stuff around, it's going to make a big difference. I won't even be bringing some of the stuff in here that doesn't have a home. I'm going to leave all that in there for now. Bolt through, washer nut. Should have thought this through. Now I got to go to the other side. So we're going to flip it up on its side. Now, it tells you to put it on a flat surface. And then it tells you to put these casters on here. But how are you supposed to get the bolt through there? Come on, Harbor Freight, with your instructions. I guess I got to take this out. Let's figure out what size this dude is. Somebody said he thought it was 13 millimeter. We'll see if you win. Yep, it is. It is. Wash off. Come on. It's got a carriage bolt head on it. It doesn't really feel like it. Doesn't really honestly feel like it wants to go in that hole very well. Oh no. Now I gotta take it back to Harbor Freight and tell them it was dented. I have to edit that out. I'm gonna flip it over like this. Miss Maintenance just said it sounds broken. We're gonna go like this. So go. So if I find a dent, I've got to edit that part out. I bet y'all are getting a big kick out of that happening. If this were in person, I bet we'd all just be standing there watching him looking for a real life like button. Mr. Smarty Pants said, oops. I figured y'all be getting a big kick out of that. Nice to see it happens to the experts as well, Mike Berkson said. I can already tell based on how long them bolts are. I think I'm gonna go get me a little bit of a powered option. Go get my M12 ratchet out of the truck or something and get me a long extension. So take me 2 seconds. I think it's pretty. I got my truck backed up right here where I got it out, so I don't think it'll take me that long to get one. Or I guess I could just do that. Let me see. Let's just see this. Once I know I got them on there well enough. I'm not gonna ugga-dug it too much. Clint said make sure not to tighten everything. That's definitely gonna be better than the ratchet. Caster number 2. What to do with you? All right. Somebody stole it. Is it under here? There's my 2. Y'all know where I set it. There it is. It fell off. It must have fell off with the other. There we go. M12 for the win. Yeah, that's going to work out better than my ratchet probably anyways. These are pretty, these got those, they're the lock nuts. So they're pretty tight. Terry Burton both have the red ones, Gen 1 and 2. My shop's all red. I was back and forth like I normally buy. The handles being black on this is what really made me go ahead and get this one, because like I said, I got that small US General and it's got the black like handles, because this one's red too. It's got the silver and I prefer that black look. I was back and forth. I was going to get that slate gray. I thought about getting it just so it's kind of a neutral color type thing. They pretty much had most of them at mine. I think the only one I didn't see was maybe a purple. They had all the rest of the colors. So I think they've got orange, white, green, purple. Now I'm going to assume step 2 is put the other 2 on. That's going to go this way. Abraham got the chance to use his M12 stubby on Tuesday when his girlfriend's car got a flat, loaded the stubby, the sockets, and the car and jack. Took him longer to get there. Yeah, the M12 stubby has been great for, that's all I've ever used. I've even got the high torque or whatever, which is probably almost too much to take a tire off of a regular car, because I've snapped quite a few bolts with that big M12 or the big M18 version. But the even my old M12 stubby, that's actually still the one I keep in my truck. It did a really good job at taking lug nuts and stuff off. I don't know what's up with this. There we go. What is the best stuff to lubricate door hinges? WD-40. I get the WD-40. I just now started using the WD-40 pen, Elliot, because it doesn't get stuff all over everything. I just sit there and keep, it's kind of like a paint marker pen where you just sit there and keep pushing on it and some comes out, and it makes it so you don't get it all over the door, and it works out pretty well. I don't know if there's something better for a longer lasting result type thing, but it works pretty good. Most of the time, you're just cleaning dirt out of them anyways. I've used Houdini on them too. Houdini does everything. You get a cut, spray some Houdini on it. Matt said he can't find the super slick stuff anymore. Jeff Bowery said he just found some at the his Walmart. Had some out. I haven't went in Walmart and I don't know how long it's been since I've been in Walmart. But I need to go and see if they got some, because I am starting to run a little low. Tools and Tactics says 3-in-1 oil. Where I want it. That's probably pretty loud in y'all's mic, I don't know. Attach post 17 to the outside corners. Man, how close is that to being perfect where that's going to fit on my plywood? Not at all. So we're going to do this. We're going to try this. Let's see if that helps. 17. Do we have numbers on these? Not that I see, but I'm going to assume it's these. And it says up. These get the bolts 21, which is these. Jeff says his local Walmart doesn't carry the super slick stuff, but there was one where he went somewhere out of town and they have it. Terry's got something going on. Let's see, I missed. Praying for his wife's in ICU, so make sure that we pray for her. Hope that goes well, Terry. I've only got 3 of these left, so I'm going to put them up here. That way I can lose them later. Move all these. Do you end up with extra parts, Clint? Or you might not want to answer in case you ended up with extra parts. And I don't end up with extra parts. But I wish they would kind of tell you that in instructions sometimes on furniture and stuff. Be like, you have some extra parts, because sometimes you get to the end, you're like, So these get bolt, washer nut. Easy enough. Yeah, their hole size on this, like, is dead up the carriage bolt. Like, it doesn't give you very much wiggle room for that to go in there very easily. This is... Can't even get that in there with it. Let's see if that'll go. Must need to be bent. Let's see how this does. Sizzleneck's got a case of the FOMO. I'm just going to kind of tighten that, because Clint said don't tighten it all the way. Man, I hate to not tighten it all the way, because it's almost like you're going to have to get these carriage bolt heads in there all the way. To get them to stay. We'll see how that comes out later. Harbor Freight and their holes aren't all that great, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I know they got to be pretty tight for a carriage bolt to hold in there, but I'm just going to get them all in there first. I think this piece here must be bent or something. We'll get a hammer. I think that right there. This being bent is not going to make it as easy as I thought. I thought this stuff would just bend right back, but I think that's what's going on here. They are tight. Get me a hammer. Those go on the outside. Yes, they do. That might be why I'm having a problem. I'm glad I did this in live now. I wasn't reading the picture. I was just reading the direction. And that makes more sense why I'm having such a hard time. Because now I've got big slots here, so that should work better. That make the most sense. I thought to myself, this doesn't seem like this is supposed to be this way. Or shouldn't be this hard anyways. Not that it wasn't supposed to be that way. I was in my mind, I'm like, this shouldn't be this hard. It is a lot of, whenever I opened the package and saw all the nuts and washers and stuff, I thought, man, it's going to be way more work than I thought. Like I said, I expected to go and pick it up and it'd already be, I was thinking I was going to roll it out of the store and just throw it up in the back of my truck. I'm not going to tighten all the way per Clint, and I'll come back with a ratchet and hit all them up later. Well, that's going to go faster now, I think. Let me throw this up in here. Oh, yeah. So I have to go back and look and see who was screaming, stop, stop. It was breaking free, so appreciate that. I would have found out once I got to the box and been like, that's why they didn't fit on there worth a turd. I'm real bad about not reading instructions, but I probably should if it's the very first time that I put something together. You still got to get that bolt in that hole, though. swap around so y'all aren't looking at my butt. Although the views would probably go up. Yes, legs go on the outside. I got a sponsor coming up. Let me X that out. Jeff said, does the leg go on the outside? Don't tighten them up till you slide the box in. Don't tighten anything. I usually say instructions are for suckers. But like I said, that's usually on stuff where I put together 10, like a ceiling fan or something like that. It's like, once you put together 1,000 ceiling fans, you can kind of just look at one and be like, this is how it goes. I don't even know that I don't think I've ever put together a toolbox / cart. Like I said, I was thinking this thing would be all together already. I'm not tightening them all the way. It might sound like I am, but I got enough wiggle room. I'm just making sure that carriage bolt is going in the hole and it's snug so that it's not popping in and out. One more. I did do the up sticker there, didn't I? Yep. Come on, baby. You can do it. Get on there. Someone needs to call Amanda. I asked her if she wanted to come out here and at least moderate for me. Be reading y'all's comments. That would be pretty handy. I would have caught the stop, the legs go on the outside a few minutes earlier. When my old man was alive, he said he was getting something enormous from Harbor Freight with one smudged instruction page and leaving it in the box until it was on leave, till he was on leave until the Army to assemble. I got something the other day. I don't remember what it was. That was it's been some furniture, some office furniture, and the instructions were hilarious. Like, there's the average person I don't think could have possibly, like, and I'm not saying I'm above average. I'm just saying I put together a lot of stuff. Like a homeowner that just first time, if they bought this shelf and took it home, there ain't no way that they would have ended up getting that thing together. Like somebody who just doesn't put together stuff that often. All right, now we got to do the front and back supports to the inside using the same stuff. I'm assuming that's these dudes based on the picture. All of the picture's not very easy to see if one goes kind of on the other. I guess we'll have to figure that out. I'm assuming this goes, the little tabs go down, based or up. These go up. So it goes like this. I'm going to put one in here and go from there. It helps to have a second person. That's in most things, to be honest with you. Everything's usually, you can figure out a way to do it by yourself, but usually two people. That's what I tell people about even like certain jobs. Like it's really inefficient for me to even do. Like they'll ask me to come bid something whenever if it's something my buddy can't do and helping me or whatever. And I just tell them up front, I'm like, it's not that I can't do it by myself. It's just not an efficient. It's going to cost you way too much money because it's going to take 3 times the time of if one person does it, because I got to build stuff to hold something. I got to do all this and that, versus if you just had an extra person, it just goes by a lot faster and a lot of the process gets knocked out. I'm sure I'm going to put these in there and then I'm going to figure out I got to put the small ones in first, but I couldn't tell by the picture. I'm blind, so I can't tell by the little lines. Based on these tabs being up, I'm going to assume the little one goes on top of that and kind of pushes against these little tabs, but that's an assumption. And before I tighten those, I want to check that out. So I'm assuming these go like so. Actually, I guess they fit down in there, so that'll probably work. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll put it together. Check the comments, make sure I'm not doing something else wrong. Miss Maintenance must have joined in. Let's see. Make sure the smaller one goes on top. All right, that's what I got. Appreciate that, Breaking Free. Miss Maintenance, he didn't tell you she was doing her part of the yard work. Yeah, I've got to mow after this. It's been too wet to mow the last few days, and it's getting kind of tall. So that's what I'll be doing after this. The views are probably going up right now. There's people scrolling through. Everything looking right. Breaking Free. Lip on the top. All this goes up. I definitely got to tweak these legs because the holes aren't anywhere close to being. I guess that's why you don't tighten it all the way. Looking good, good. It's what the picture looked like. Now we'll snug all these dudes up. I don't think that one went in all the way. Let's see. No. There we go. I'm assuming I'm supposed to pull all these in kind of tightish. Again, I'm not tightening it all the way, but I'm assuming I'm supposed to get these kind of flat against the outside. It's not really in the hole. Does not want to go in the hole. Try to loosen this guy. I don't like how that one's going in there. It's not going in flat. There we go. There we go. Now pop back out. There we go. Right there. All right. On the other side, attach the remaining side cross support. Well, I think I've already done that. You coming out to join the fun? Miss Maintenance is out here now. Yeah. And it's hot. You can turn that fan on if you want. You have to plug it in. I won't sit over here until we need something. Warning. To prevent serious injury, the chest is heavy. Do not attempt to lift and lower onto cross supports without assistance. We'll see. So now we set this thing on the ground. So I'm going to move this down and move all this out of my way. It said something. It has like the picture of the tray on there, but I didn't see anywhere where it said. I don't know if that's just in the picture. I guess I was supposed to put the tray on with these bolts. So I'm supposed to pick a side. So yeah, I got to put the tray on. So I got to do that real fast. I'm going to do this one. That's that thing, yeah. Does it matter what side this thing goes on with the casters? I don't see why it would. I should have paid attention and saw this tray on there, although I don't think it says anything in the directions about putting this tray on there. So just to be fair about it, I just saw it. Yeah, it does. Attached tray. So it does say that.
I did see the comment that said, wait, something.
I'm doing my hammer.
On my way out here to tell you. And then you saw it. Either side, breaking free either side. In Chinese, somebody said.
No, they're just not in picturese, which is what I prefer. Or they got a picture, but like I said, it didn't really. This is in the. All the words are. They're actually the pictures are not next to the step. Is the problem?
Make sure handle goes on the same side as the spinning casters.
Okay, that's the back side back there. You talking about the ones that the rotating ones that lock? I need the handle on that side. Is that what you're saying?
Breaking free, just make sure the handle goes on the same side as spinning caster.
Yeah.
Abraham said, "Mike Amanda up so she can't leave." You're lucky I'm out here. I'm absolutely worn out.
That was this morning. What are you talking about?
Talking about from yard work. You'll see when you get out there mowing. It's hot. Like it's humid.
Get that on there.
Played tennis.
Because I'm gonna have
to. I came back here and started doing stuff out.
Because I gotta loosen this cat. All right. This wouldn't be that bad if they didn't have the carriage bolted, I mean, tight to every single one of these holes. So it's a bit of an ordeal. Like if you didn't have to.
You need to decide which side the handle is. Yes, with swivel casters, but you need to decide left or right for the handle.
I've got the swivel casters are on this side, so I guess I'll put them on this side.
Said Clint yelling at his TV, telling you what to do because he put one together before.
It's the carriage bolt part. The holes are like, which I mean they've got to be kind of tight, or else it won't work. But to get everything lined up, and then to get that, if you're on the ever slightest little bit slightest angle, she ain't gonna go. I think I got all that. I got it all still loose. So I'm gonna move it down. Get rid of the plywood. I got those things locked, which is probably a good thing for when we're setting that in there. All right, I think I'll shut the lid so it's not flopping around. And I'm assuming,
huh? Was that an extra washer?
I've got a bunch of washers. It was just one that was loose. I got an extra nut down in there too.
Now decide which side you drop the box or handlebar, left or right.
So if I'm putting the box down in here, I'd rather it be like, yeah. So I think I'd want to push it like this, I guess.
Or do you want the little tray in front of you while you're pushing it? Like where the tray.
Well, this side's probably the.
Down in it?
You probably want the. It don't really matter. I'm not gonna move it around that much.
You not want to hit your knees on the tray.
Yeah. I think I'll put it on this side. In all honesty.
When I worked in a plant that allowed me to roll a box around, this part was the goat.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? The handle here, toolbox thing on this side, I'm assuming you can put it on either side, like as far as the drawers facing a certain way. Don't really matter. Like I said, I'm just gonna be rolling around in here. I don't really care. I don't think it matters. Left or right for a handle. Yeah, so left or right for a handle would be, if I put the box on this side, the handle's going to be on my left. If I put the box on this side, the handle will be on my right. I think I'd just assume it be here in that way, because if it don't matter. It's all the same.
Well, what am I supposed to be doing?
Picking up.
Is it heavy?
No, you can do it yourself.
No,
just pick it up.
I don't think
you
so.
pick it up, and I'll be under here.
Pick
it up here, the slip right here. Let's see what
you
try picking it up first. This, yeah. Try picking it up first, and then make sure you can get it.
I mean, it's pretty heavy.
And let me move this stuff out of the way. And we'll move it. I'm gonna move it. I don't know if they'll still be in the frame. Yeah, I think so. Here, we'll just move this table. We're gonna do this.
It's gonna drop down in there.
And then these line up with this, so you got to be inside. Yeah, just don't put them out here because these have to go. See these holes?
Yeah.
There's actually little finger holes inside of that. Does it slide inside of these, or does it go? Does this fit inside of there right now, or do we got to lift it up above it? I think we got to lift it up above it.
It has to go above it.
I think. Let me see. Is that lining up? Yeah.
It's gonna have to go above it.
I think so.
Well, then I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on. Now, it's not spread out far enough.
All right. Mine's not. You just get yours in there, and then I'll push. I'll maneuver.
Okay.
I'll maneuver mine.
Oh, I'm in.
All right. There's all that. Me personally, I'd rather have 4 swivel casters like all together if it was my own personal thing. Corners go on the outside all the way up. So now do we swap? Which it's got to be those ones. So it doesn't have me putting the bolts in yet. Which is weird. It says attach the gas struts first. I guess because they're going to be hard to get to once you put those bolts in there, maybe. I don't know. That seems odd.
Somebody's probably yelling at ask you what to do.
I'll set these in here so I can see it. Gas struts using nuts, that's the same ones, 22B. They go on the inside, like so. Seems weird to me that you're not tying it all together first, which I guess I'm seeing now there's a side handle, so you got to bolt that through. I won't make that mistake again.
The corners go on the outside all the way up.
Yeah, that's how we got them.
Watch your fingers, watch your fingers.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and then we got to lift this up.
Drawer faces based on where you're going to store it, but handle definitely on the pivoting caster side. Careful with fingers, careful with fingers. Terry Burton says he replaced the fixed casters and made them all swivel.
I think that's what I'll probably. I think I actually have some swivel casters over there that I just bought, and if the brackets line up, I'll probably change these out.
Make sure you tighten it all now.
Gonna have to use probably a shorter.
Get 2 more swivel casters and have it spin like an IKEA.
All right, I'm gonna have to get me a 13 smallie. See if this will fit in there. Oh, that's a 3/8. 13 right there.
So this one is staying in this
Here, yeah. This one's gonna go down there. That way I'll have a little workbench.
Easy to do that now before you load up the cart.
Okay, so I gotta actually hold a wrench on that too. This might be hard to do, not block it all off. Let's see if I can turn.
Well, I can bring the camera.
I'll just do this. I was trying to do it in a way where I wouldn't letting them stare at my butt. See if you can hold this straight. Still
perpendicular.
Still seems like to me you'd be putting the corners and stuff on before you put this stuff in the way, but I'm going by the instructions.
What page are you on?
I'm right here.
Out of how many pages?
Step number. This is well, I'm on step number 9 out of 13. Really wish I had 2. I don't think I got 2. Oh, I do. It should stay now, I think. I so happen to have two 13mm wrenches. I don't know what the odds of that are. That's the only one I've got two of in there.
Oh wait, somebody threw away your floor jack. Okay. Yours have cheap plastic stupid slides underneath the drawers, or are they metal? Those look like plastic.
Yeah,
Black.
I think they're plastic. I think that's what they feel like. I can see the thing sticking out of the side. That's definitely plastic right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking on.
All right, the struts are on. Place one bracket in each corner of the chest.
I don't have a mic, so they probably can't hear.
It's right there if you want one.
They can't hear the questions.
I'm assuming that's these dudes. They go on the inside, it looks like, based on the picture. Like you slide it down here. Is that right?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but it's going to be them here.
He gave me a mic. You'll have to tell me if you can hear me. Because y'all couldn't hear me reading off y'all's comments and questions.
Those look like they go in there.
But he said that, yeah, the slides underneath the drawers do look like they're plastic. Okay, they can hear me, so now I can't talk bad about them.
Attach post to chest using 14 sets of bolts 21. Which is the one? It's got to be those. Yeah. So we're back at these dudes. Washer and that.
Tighten the bottom up, Breaking Free said. Did you not do the very bottom ones yet?
No. I didn't know if I still need. I got to still be able to move these in and out some. I don't know if it matters. I was going to wait till I got these set. They're kind of locked in good, but they're not exactly.
I have a 5-drawer orange 27-inch rolling cabinet with the top chest blue
side handle
and the 1-drawer service cart in yellow. Remove the U.S. General stickers, put on new casters. Very happy.
So based on the picture, it looks like these go on the inside. Is that correct? Because it doesn't really say.
Clint said he put his handle on upside down so it isn't higher than the top. That was his preference.
Yeah, I think I like that too.
I like the look of it too, if you have it lower.
Yeah. Which I guess you could still put it like that. Maybe that's... So you could do it like that.
Abraham said, without context, I thought Breaking Free was asking Joey to do squats.
I might actually like it like this, and I could hang stuff on it.
He said tighten the bottom up. Wings and Pizza says, I modified mine so the drawers aren't locked when the top is closed. These people have been doing all kinds of mods.
Now y'all got me wondering how I'm going to do this. Do I want to do it like this and make it lower like that?
I like it lower.
Because that's still lower than the top if you do it like that. But I think
not really.
Like I said, I'm not going to roll mine around a lot. I'll be hanging stuff on this probably more than anything. So.
Well, then where do you want to hang stuff off of it? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's something buzzing around me. Oh, it sounds like something.
Hummingbird.
It sounds like something that'll sting.
All right, these got to get lined up a little bit better than what they are.
Handle goes on the swivel caster side, is what somebody said.
Yeah, that's what side I'm on. I think. No, other side.
Good looking out, Clint. Wings and Pizza said you could live dangerously and roll with no handle. Oh my gosh! Oh!
I'll tell you, these bolts are barely long enough.
There's something buzzing over there.
I'll need that 13 millimeter ratchet wrench over there by the water bottle.
How much did those cabinets run? Do they have good coupons on them?
They're today only in the store. They're $197. They're normally $279. But there's a coupon online. You can get it for $229 and order it online or something too, I think. I think that coupon goes until, I don't remember when. I saw that because that's what I saw first, and I was wondering how Clint was getting such a good price. I thought maybe it was that insider club thing because I'm not part of that. But then he said it was in store, so that's why I had to drive back down there.
I know, we went into town and got some groceries, and then we hadn't been home long at all, and he said, I got to go back down there. This is in store only.
All right, so there's that. Before I put any other things, let me read. Attached side handle, attached lid handle. That's later on down the line. So I'm sure tighten all hardware starting at the bottom. See, 13 until after. That's the last one. That's whenever I get, you almost made me jump the gun.
Breaking Free said that he bought Tanya's 2 days ago for $229. Went there today and they gave him $30 back. That's nice.
As they should. Because if not, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to return it and I'm going to buy it again.
Yeah, I found out
Home Depot does that too.
I didn't know. Here's a hot little secret. Hobby Lobby, every other week they run things half off. Well, if you want it the week it's not half off, you can go in the week after that when they do put it half off and they'll give you the difference. I didn't even know they would do that.
I'm going to go ahead and tighten these all the way now, even though it says start at the bottom. I'm not going to come back up here and do this again.
Abraham was thinking about getting one of these carts, but the store is so far away.
For $200, it's a really good deal in my opinion. I mean, it's the drawers aren't like soft close or anything like that, and they got that plastic stuff like what people are saying. So I mean, they're probably not like but I mean, as long as you treat it right, it ain't gonna. The metal and everything's seems like it's pretty decent. Like it's just as strong a gauge as what that Husky box right there is.
Well, that one guy was saying that he used his in the factory that he worked in. And apparently
like I said, held up. Unless you throw stuff on the drawers when you're putting it away, like real heavy stuff or something, I can't imagine. I've always been interested in having like this, so that I don't have a top like what I've got over there. And I can leave this open and then I won't set stuff on
it. The problem with that is you set stuff all over the top all the time.
I'll have stuff sitting in it like I got right there.
You'll have stuff.
That's my plan. I didn't say it's going to happen.
It's just like the piece of furniture in the house that we have that opens up, but we always have stuff sitting on it so you can't open it up. That's the problem. Just saw that you were on. Is this a new toolbox for the new area where you are storing your trailer?
No. This one's going to stay in here. This one's the one I've had in here. I'm going to put it down there because I'm not really going to set that up as far as like stuff galore. I'm just going to, but I want to keep my stuff I use on my lawnmower and all that kind of stuff. because that's what I'll in my vehicles. Because I'll probably pull I can pull my truck in that one. I can't pull it in here. So any of those kind of tools. But I'm gonna put this toolbox down there, so I got a small workbench to set stuff on while I'm working. This one's the one where I was having a hard time getting it to line
this one, this new one, this US General has a little smaller footprint, like floor
and
space.
It's probably going to be a little easier to roll out of my way. That one's got the same thing. The casters are set up like that. I probably will swap it out to 4 swivel casters. I just bought some that I think will work. My
only complaint is I wish it was taller so the bottom shelf could hold taller stuff. Which it looks like that bottom shelf, I mean, it'll definitely hold like the size, like your super slick stuff.
Well, that can go in this tray over here.
Yeah, but I mean, like it'll hold. Look, it'll even hold. I bet it's tall. I bet it's tall enough to hold your smart water. Oh, look at there. It'll hold this big smart water bottle, so you're good to go.
Installation, not that bad, other than getting these carriage bolt heads in the holes. Like if it wasn't that, it'd been done an hour ago.
Off topic, Hostess has brought back Suzy Q's. I didn't even know Suzy Q's weren't a thing and that they had brought them back. And I don't know that I've ever had one.
There's some kind of candy bar, like a chunky or something like that. What's that?
Is that the thing? Well,
I've never had that. Some people were talking.
Is that in the little square silver wrapper?
Yeah, I've never.
It's called a chunky.
I've never had one of those, whatever that is.
Well, I hadn't had a zero bar until like last year.
Man, these.
Clint says you can put magnetic accessories all over that lid.
Not a Harbor Freight mat. Not if you want to hold a wrench with it. Or a socket in the vertical position. That's a big thing going on YouTube.
Chunkies aren't very chunky anymore. Yeah, tell me. Nothing is the same size as it used to be.
It's candy bar positivity.
No, it's shrinkflation.
That's what this world's done.
Everything's smaller.
You can't call a candy bar chunky.
Candy bar chunky is now candy bar body positivity. It's only a little chunky.
I kind of wish that was in more. Let's see what this looks like.
Is the raccoon back for the commercials or not? For the Suzy Q's, I guess. Breaking Free says, like Joe, LLL, or LOL, just a little chunky.
Man, I've got 4 more holes on all these. Here, I thought I was almost done. I got to do the...
Clint said that he has tools on his mat, no problem. Doc has a bad mat. Maybe he did get a bad one.
These also have slots in the side to throw screwdrivers down in. I didn't even know that. That's pretty nice. Like this little tray here.
Mm-hmm. That's just trying to keep selling me on this that you actually needed it.
Oh man, these heads are all pretty close to each other. Gotta have small fingers for this. Gotta get your tongue right, your mouth right.
Well, whatever was buzzing around over here has gone away, I guess. I say that and it'll be back.
What kind of time frame we on? How long we've been doing this? Just curious.
Well, where do you find that information?
That's gonna need a socket.
Remove the US General sticker and put on a snap-on sticker, and then
Boom.
you can put your needle nose in there.
And it's worth $1,000 more. Boom.
Woody O'Neill says, man, someone got the same coupon I did. Matt's just now getting in here.
He's probably working.
Abraham said it's been around an hour according to the video.
I'm only making it take longer so I can get more views.
No,
and I'm gonna give teasers like before I end. I'll take my shirt off and finish this thing up.
I think it actually was a little bit more to put together than you thought.
It's getting the bolts and the holes. It's a tight fit, and then everything's got to be like perfectly straight on. Which I mean, that's a good thing. It makes sure you got it lined up right, but it's a little tedious.
TPG says you could hide some little Debbies in there. He doesn't even try to hide them anymore. I've officially given up. Eat cookies for dinner.
We could have had a few less threads on that.
Is that cart powder coated?
I doubt it. I'm sure it's a spray thing. And they do not give you much. This is a bad design here. I guess if I get a little bit farther out, I'll be able to be in that. Extension.
Woody O'Neill says, I appreciate your channel.
Appreciate it. I appreciate you
appreciating me. Abraham said, geez, that's a whole lot of threads.
I know it.
Are you using ratcheting wrenches to tighten them?
That one, yes. Those, because it's the only thing I can fit down in there. Now I'm going to have to have an extension. And I don't know what I did with my 13 millimeter socket that I had out. Oh, it's probably on my... Yeah.
Breaking Free says he doesn't need little Debbie's. He has a little Amanda. But apparently I don't bake like she does.
All right, I might have to get myself situated.
Matt says he's been looking for blackout at Lowe's.
My Lowe's did have the orange handle diagonals that we've been talking back and forth about on the Klein, but they didn't have it in the set with the needle nose. They were just by themselves. So
Rob said that the spray paint can clog the drilled holes up enough to make the holes too small for the bolts.
They're super tight, and the way that this whole thing's set up, you're basically putting them in at angles until you get it straight.
Yeah, it may be. So when they sprayed it.
These are just an all-around pain to get to. I think I got, and because then you got to hold the carriage part in there long enough to get it in there. All right, there's those. Now I'm going to do these. There is a lot of bolts, I will say.
Oh, the sun is like just relenting just a little bit right now. It feels better. Breaking Free says you've got one small snap-on tool and a huge snap-on sticker.
Somebody sent me that sticker, though. I didn't get it. It was P. His name is P. He was back in the Guest the Trade. He sent me that and the Vera tool check, my first Vera tool check.
Shirt off, Clint says. For the views.
That's going to be on my Patreon.
You're going to have to, I was going to say, you're going to have to get the little, if you get enough, what are those things that people can do where they...
Hypes and stickers and whatever.
No, the little, like, super things that people...
super chats.
Super chats. Pimping yourself out in the garage to pay for your new garage.
Yeah, I got to earn $197 off of this right here. Yeah, see, you got to get this thing to tighten, but at the same time, not push that carriage bolt. Come on, baby, tighten up.
Matt said next time, text the non-thread so that he'll get a notification.
Only 17 more of those to go. Actually, I think I got 4 more.
Breaking Free said those were a pain in the butt.
Yeah, they're in a stupid place. And you've already, I probably should have put these. My recommendation would be put the front ones and the back ones on first so that your side ones aren't in the way.
Well, if anybody's watching you do this, then they're already at the same place you are and it's too late to go back.
Yeah, well, then they can't say I didn't tell them so.
I thought she was going to say you need a wider angle camera.
Go put on the fish lens. Well, as I said, it wouldn't be hard if you didn't have to hold this in to keep that carriage in there. And then it's like the nut's not tight enough to really get very much ratcheting action on it. If only I had a decent helper out here.
I came out here to help you lift it up because I can guarantee you wouldn't have been able to get it in there without me.
I would have. Guarantee I would have.
Yeah, and things
don't beat Joey.
You would have smashed your finger.
I might have, but I would have got it in here. I would have won. I would have been victorious in the end. That's all that matters.
Did you tell him about how you caused me to hurt my foot with the hammer?
Just enough of these.
Because I technically was the one who dropped the hammer on my foot, but I wouldn't have if somebody had told me that they left
maybe
the hammer on the top of a ladder.
Maybe you should be more aware of your surroundings.
And then you said, will you bring my ladder over here to me? And you didn't say, oh, there's a hammer on the top of it, and it fell off and hit me in the top of the foot.
You don't have to tell good workers stuff like that. They just know.
Yeah, it's still nice and purple. I'm going to file a workers' comp claim. I might sue Morgan's Maintenance for pain and suffering. 30 scratches and 10 dents later, he would have been able to get it in by himself.
Well, I had just enough of those bolts.
You gonna take the warning sticker off the side? What is all that stuff that it tells you not to do?
Don't sit on it, stand on it, sit on the drawers, and don't pull it or something. I don't know. Actually, that one's blue. I guess that means it's okay.
Why is somebody sitting on the drawers?
Because I paid $197 for this, and I should sit on the drawers if I want to. You don't tell me what to do, U.S. General.
Well, if you can't sit on the top of it, then...
I'm going to be glad to be done with these. I'm going to get my Ugga Dugga back out on the bottoms.
Abraham said, I hate it when people leave stuff on ladders, but I do always check. So what he's saying is, it's your fault for leaving it up there, but it's my fault for not checking.
I think what he was saying was he always checks. I think that was what you're failing to catch is that last part.
He said, I hate it when people leave stuff on there, though.
He just said he doesn't like that. He doesn't say you shouldn't. What he did say was, I always check.
The guy at Harbor Freight said a woman bought one of the other tool carts and uses it as a changing table. Well, I'm sure that's not recommended.
I'm going to get back up and under this. and do the Ugga Duggies.
We'll see how well it's built. I'm going to jump up there on it.
One Ugga Dugga. How many Ugga Duggas is that? 3 Ugga Duggans. Be Miss Rachel.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we had the granddaughter yesterday, and we watched Miss Rachel. I don't know if anybody
That
knows
one was
Miss
pretty
Rachel,
loose.
but...
Is that carrot? Yeah, yeah.
What color is the cart? The cart is red.
Is the cart red?
Good job. The cart is red. You do good work. Just glad you didn't put those corners on the inside. Yeah, when you first started warning him about that, I had just gotten on. And I started to open the door and like run out here, and I literally heard him say, "Oh wait, y'all are telling me, you know," but I was going to catch him.
I just hit the switch, and now I'm in neutral, so I'm sitting here playing around, figuring out what speed I'm in. I don't like that about this one.
Thanks for recognizing that some people work for a living, Matt said. I know, these YouTubers don't even work.
One more turd.
Be careful. You're about to give us all the money shot. Your pants are going to come down in the back.
It's for the views. Then attach lid handle using 2 square. Oh, I was supposed to do this before tightening up all the... Let me go loosen them up again. Come on, baby. Must have been put in with made in the USA plastic.
Now you'll have to do a video when you load it up with tools. Well, that was the plan, that he said that he'd do a loadout on it at some point. I didn't know he was planning on doing anything when he put it together.
I needed to. I told him at the beginning. You might not have heard that part.
But it is a good thing
you did. The box was damaged. It was the only one they had that was red. And he said, if there's something wrong, he said, I don't see anything wrong with it. But if you find something wrong with it, you can bring it back and swap it out. And I said, I'm going to video at least me opening it. And I was like, well, I might as well just do it live. And then that way I've got it recorded, me opening the box, in case they gave me some junk if there was something messed up and they tried to blame it on me.
TPG said your on-air sign is not on, but honestly, I don't even know. I don't know where to turn it on.
It's a little switch back there in the back. One of these Phillips. Phillips. You need to get a big Morgan's maintenance sticker. Big circle.
Why don't you just call yourself the U.S. General?
That's Shaquille O'Neal. Actually, that's insurance or something like that. Is that the same thing? Is
he does the insurance
there's
for
something general. Is it U.S. General on that too?
On the insurance?
There's some kind of
he
general.
Says it's something called a general. That's American General, I think, is the insurance.
All right, I got 3 bolts left and several washers. I don't know if that's purposely. The 3 bolts that I've got left are from the caster bolts.
Matt had to work today in downtown Portland, a 120-year-old house, knob and tube wiring, 30 minutes just to drive 8 miles. That doesn't sound like a fun Saturday.
I also have 3 nuts left, so that equals out. And then I've got a bunch of washers. So maybe I was supposed to put
the general. It's just general that
somewhere else. Saying. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. So Clint, did you have extra pieces? Or breaking free, or anybody else?
We're talking about the insurance company right now. Call the general and you'll be fine, or something like that. If he doesn't have a screwdriver, you have permission to fire him. Go to the general and save some time.
So I'm going to put these in here in case I find something later.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, there's little slots over here on the side of this that you put your screwdrivers in, and they hang down in there.
Go to the general and save some time.
I didn't know that.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
So this locks, and if this is shut, I think you can't open the rest of it. Is that right?
Somebody said they changed it so that even if the top is shut, their drawers do not lock.
So then if you open this.
So there is a way to change that if you don't want those drawers to be locked. Which, I get it if you worked in like a factory or something around a bunch of people.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I guess you can't open these.
I don't think that they need to be locked to be in here.
No.
Because the garage is locked. So I wouldn't do that.
I'm probably going to just leave this up all the time.
Yes, there should be a few extra screws and washers.
Well, there it is, folks. I don't think I got to put my little mat back down in the bottom. Get it tucked in under
there. You need to get some of this junk off the workbench and put it in there. Your workbench is starting to look a little hoarder-ish.
That's a little out of whack.
Flat surfaces collect stuff. Yeah, they do. Clint says plenty of mods. It sounds like several people have done little things here and there. Is that some type of plastic on the front of those? Yeah, on that black?
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so, because it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, they all look like that, so I'm assuming it's protective. Oh, yeah. Take that off there. Oh, that looks a lot better.
Strip it.
You remember that first big screen TV we bought, and we watched it for literally like 2 or 3 weeks with that blue plastic?
Yeah, so we bought a big screen TV that was like I'm talking about like a big box that
back in the day before, it had the speaker underneath
back before plasma and all that kind of stuff. And I bought a screen protector, and what you did was it was basically a big piece of plexiglass, and you put Velcro around the outside, and it stuck to it. But it came with that blue film, like what comes on a dishwasher, or all that kind of stuff.
But you can see the TV.
But if the TV was on, you didn't even notice it was on there. Yeah. So we were always like, I guess that's part of it. I guess but we always thought it looked so stupid.
Later.
Well, one of the kids scratched it. Like Caleb scratched it, I think it was.
Maybe that was. And then you were like, oh my gosh, he scratched. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh wait, this actually comes off. And then we're like, well, that looks a whole lot better without it.
We thought it was weird.
I couldn't believe how long we left that on there.
We were really young and stupid though, so.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we would have been maybe 20.
Or I'm just gonna say I was like, I think he takes this blue thing off, and you were like, no, you don't.
No.
Yeah, I think that's the way it went.
No.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now that matches my little mini over there on the toolbox.
You could set the mini inside that one, and it'd be like the Russian nesting dolls. Or, yeah, I think that's what they're called. Clint said that box isn't USA made.
No, it is not.
Matt said, did they have purple?
They didn't. That was the one color they didn't have at my store.
I knew.
But they might have.
He'd come home with red.
Not out in the where I was looking. They might very well have it back in the back or something. I didn't ask. Whenever I walked in, they actually had some sitting out like right as soon as you walk in the door. Those were mostly white. And then that's where they had this one, and the box was messed up. And then inside the store, they had like maybe 10 of them stacked up. There was a black one. I think I saw a green one, gray, and then some more whites.
Well, before he left,
they actually
he asked me
had a bunch
color,
in the back too.
And I said, I like the dark gray, probably the best. Obviously, the red would match in there. And don't get white, it'll just be dirty. And what did he come back with?
Just said, be like Steve and make it a USA made only box.
That's why Clint said, well, the box isn't USA made.
I'm going to make it a Chinese only box.
Oh, gosh. Just to piss people off. It matches your pack outs pretty well. Plumbing just showed up. He said, well, you've already got it put together. Well, yeah, but it's been over an hour. You just missed all the fun stuff.
I think for $197, it's a pretty good deal. And like I said, getting these screwdriver slots and stuff in here, I didn't know that. Like I never really even looked at one at Harbor Freight. I had been kind of thinking about like this style of a box because I wanted something. One is I like deeper drawers. I think these drawers are a little deeper than this too. This is only like an 18. I used to have I had a black Husky that was just like this, but I left it where I worked at because I didn't want to move it out. So I let their maintenance guys have it when I left. And it was the 24-inch deep shells.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, this one's only 15. So I'm going to have, this is 19 clear, 17 and a half with these things. But I think all these drawers here are even. Let's see what they are. I like that better. Yeah, so 16 and a half. It's not crazy deeper, so that's not a huge gain, really.
What was the other one?
15.
Hey,
but
it's an inch and a half.
This is bigger.
I mean, an extra inch and a half goes a long way.
And I think these might be, yeah, see, these got soft close. This isn't a bad toolbox either for the price.
Soft close on that one.
I think you can catch these. I think I got this for $199 when I bought this. I think I got on. Yeah, I think they're normally like you can find them on sale every now and then now for $2.98.
I thought it was $2.99.
No, I think that's what I bought my black one for. I got it on a deal too whenever I bought it for.
Harbor Freight is supposed to be coming out with new colors of the mini toolboxes.
It does roll around pretty easy, but see, it's whenever you go straight, like it does this good, but it's like if you're going straight, you want to curve and then go back some.
Yeah, that's why some people are doing the multiple.
The fixed caster kind
of. Clint said that's what she said. Did you catch that? When I said inch and a half, I mean that's.
And I did put the handle on upside down.
Yeah, that looks
per
better.
Clint's request. That's probably a good spot actually. I think I like that position better than I would up here. That's more. That feels more normal.
Always put 4-wheel swivels on them.
Yeah, I've got some, but they might not be big enough. I just bought these because I was going to do something. I was going to put that one cabinet on them.
I just about ate it over there, trying to walk around all this mess in here.
Yeah, those are smaller. They'd probably still work, but they're smaller. Those won't work. I was thinking those were bigger. That's what she said.
So what's the plan for the box?
The Husky box.
Plumbing says
that's going in my other garage area once I'm done. But I can't move any of that till I get my garage door and all that stuff put in so I can keep it locked up. So hopefully that's going to happen pretty soon.
So the new box is going
here
in the old garage. And the old box is going in the new garage.
Yeah, I need to get me a big Morgan's maintenance sticker or magnet.
The handle is in a good
Or
spot.
I could get a circle mirror and put it on there, and then I can just look at
gosh.
myself every time I go up in there.
It rolls nicely.
Terry Burton said looks good. Yeah, I might look into. I'll wait and see how much I actually roll it around. But I'm if I roll it around very much, if I end up rolling around very much, I probably will get four.
Well, the
Four
Husky
casters.
one, you never move anywhere.
Or I wonder if Harbor Freight sells extra just casters for these, where you could buy them, and then I'd have 4 fixed ones if I wanted to keep them, and then I'd take, like, if you can buy just a set of the casters, I wonder, and then take the 2 that are swivels, put them on there, and take. Then you'll have 4 fixed that you could use on something else.
Clint
says
they
yes,
do,
they do.
So, well,
That
go back down
That
there.
might be the win.
Red is good looking color.
But I'm not wearing a red shirt.
I am. Well, red has been my favorite color for a long time, but you do so much of it now that it's almost a little too much.
So much what? Red?
Red, yeah. You're like,
my other ones are blue, but I didn't have a say in those.
Oh yeah.
Those were free.
You can buy parts including casters for it.
Well, that was fun and exciting. No big problems on the Denny or anything. I don't see anything. So
it was open box.
Well,
they didn't say it was damaged.
The side of the box had like a rip in it, and like you could see the styrofoam. I didn't, based on looking at it, I didn't expect there to be any damage, but I just wanted to make sure I had it documented that while I was opening, if there was damage, it was already there. So that if I went back there to swap it, they'd say, well, you might have dropped that out of your truck or whatever.
I don't think they probably care.
Let's give the Jersey discount tool mat. Oh, there's an extra. Let's see what she'll do. All the talk of the town is what the one won't do. You can barely even move that on there. It's pretty stout. Well, we got that's super heavy.
That's a loaded question. What do we got that's super heavy? Okay, that's a little much. That's his electrical panel that's going to help get a mini split out here.
No, that's not solid.
You can also buy replacement drawer tracks and whatever else.
We'll put this in this corner. What was it? We had a socket going on. That's got some plastic sticking up on that. That's tube tail.
What about my big water bottle? Is it metal? It must not be.
It's aluminum or stainless steel.
Well, so you can't put a water bottle up there.
Jersey discount tool one's pretty good. It's not as stout. The strongest ones I've used are the railers, by far, not even close. But I don't have a snap-on one or anything.
Matt said Mr. Cool is going to knock down your email.
Hit me up.
Yeah, really. That'd be nice. Somebody send us one. Which company emailed you back in the day?
It's I know one of them is that TOSOT, something like that. I think the other one was Turbo or something like that. I never heard of that. The TSOT one, I think I've heard of that one before. The other one, not so much.
Well, that one guy, what's his name?
Ted Cook.
Anti DIY HVAC. He said that those like charge lines, or what do they call them? The little like the flare. No, the little is it flares? He said something about like he always feels like he has to do something with those flares. So you'd have to ask him about it. But he said something about like maybe don't get the ones. Do they have some that maybe don't come with it or don't come?
They've all got it. They're just it's the ones that have any of the ones that got that pre-charged line set and all that stuff. It's already going to have it.
Like, yeah, he acted like
really
you're
better off to get one that's probably pre-charged with the stuff in the unit and not in the line set. And then that way, if you want to cut the line set.
Well, we just watched
because then
Perkins Builder Brothers put one in.
You can put your own
and theirs was
flares
in the unit,
on the other one and cut them down to length or whatever if you want to. But then you got to pull a vacuum on the.
Which drawer does the Big Deborah go in?
This is the Little Debbie.
The whole top?
Or it's got
not even a drawer.
It's got to be that one. The whole top. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to that because I guess I never have these locked. I almost wish. Is there a way to lock? You guys might know. Is there a way to keep these just where you don't even have to pull on that? Or probably not though, since these don't have that soft close and all that stuff. I'd prefer it to be where I just pull on it. Okay,
plumbing says step in one of the drawers and test the strength.
Yeah.
That specifically is on the do not do over here on the right side. See all these do not do's?
That is this one right here.
The second one is do not step on the drawers.
I guess you could probably cut them off, but then they might not lock. I mean, if you're on level ground, it'd be fine. Like if you're not going to take it places.
The third one looks like, is that a baby or a child? Can pull it over on themselves. It looks like maybe don't let a kid pull on it.
I don't know.
That's a small person.
And then one of them don't do it like this, I guess.
So you're supposed to push and not pull.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. The only one that's blue is you push it.
Okay. Well.
Maybe because if you're going down a hill and you're doing this, and then it takes
rolls over you.
This is where you insert those cartoons of the bad things happening, like the stick people. It catches on fire at the end of it.
You can remove the slide lock in the drawers. Oh, something's buzzing again.
Like they come out, or you just like easy, or is it something you got to break?
It just says you can remove the slide lock in the drawers. You can take off the plastic strips.
So take this off, and then it comes out. Take these black strips off, and then you can pull it out.
That was 2 separate comments. Clint says you can take off the plastic strips. Breaking Free says there are videos on removing them.
All right, yeah, I see how that wraps around there. I got you. I might end up doing that because that's probably going to get on my nerves having to open.
Clint just said no. So basically, I don't know. Whatever you were doing might not be the.
Well, it looks like you could take that off.
Well, maybe you just wait and watch a video on that.
I don't watch videos. I make videos.
Clint says he's going to send you a video.
This one looks like it's a little proud. There. That actually. Is that no, I guess that's meant to be that way, I guess.
Matt said my chest is an $80 Husky wafer thin steel one. It serves as storage.
I think it's got a little bit of a too much of a bend in that. I don't know if I'm gonna try to straighten it or leave it. I might chip the paint off.
Leave it alone.
What do I got to grab a hold of it that doesn't have big bad teeth on it at the moment? Nothing. Everything I got out here's got big bad teeth.
I'm on record saying to leave well enough alone. So whenever he messes this up, I want it to be known that I said just leave it alone.
All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go cut grass.
Abraham said, warranty voided in 3, 2, 1. If there's anything he knows how to do, it's void a warranty.
If I didn't notice that, it would never bug me. It's not bad at all. It's just I can see it's got like that little reflection on it. It's weird. But now it's all.
Oh, what is that?
Now it's all I'll know. I'll be staring at it all the time.
It's back.
You literally own jaw protectors. I know they're in my truck though. I'd have to go get them out. And who wants to do all that? I probably got a pair laying around. Actually, I might actually have a pair inside of this other U.S. General box on the top. No. I was thinking I put a pair in there the other day of some extra ones. All right, well, I guess I'm going to get off here. Go cut some grass.
Yeah, don't put it off any longer, which it's cooled off some now. It doesn't feel as bad out there.
Appreciate y'all being on for the ride. Especially appreciate you for those of you who have it, who was telling me don't do that.
Yeah, because you could have had a disaster.
I would have eventually noticed it, but the bad thing is I would have been out here by myself trying to put this on, which would have been hard within itself. And then I'd have had those things on the inside, so this wouldn't even went in there. And I'd been out here trying to do that. That would have ended up being pretty bad. But we did it. We did it. But we're going to get off here. Appreciate y'all being on here. We'll see y'all. Actually, it's already, I guess the trade's over, I was thinking.
Yeah, I guess the trade's over.
Seemed like today's like a Friday or something, I guess. We'll see y'all some point in time. I got a couple other videos that I've recorded in the last couple of days that I'll release over the next little bit too. So, but we'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye.